Welcome to Peptide-proof, your source for rigorous, independent, evidence-based peptide intelligence. So, are peptides the next actual breakthrough in skincare, or just another beauty marketing trend?
Let's get right into it. Today, we're decoding the clinical science of what actually rebuilds your skin. We are looking at a direct, head-to-head comparison between oral collagen and topical signal peptides. No fluff, no marketing spin. Just the biological mechanisms, the clinical timelines, and the specific protocols that actually work.
Okay, to really understand the solutions here, we first have to look closely at the biological problem. As you get older, your skin basically faces a compounding three-part challenge. First off, right after your mid-20s, your baseline collagen drops by roughly 1% every single year. Second, we get something called fibroblast fatigue. Fibroblasts are the dermal cells responsible for secreting those long, tight collagen strands, and frankly, they just get tired and slow down over time. And finally, there's enzyme breakdown. Enzymes called matrix metalloproteinases literally chew up your existing collagen network. So what was once this taut, highly organized structure becomes fragmented. That's exactly what thins out the skin and causes wrinkles.
So, how exactly do we fight this decline? Well, the beauty industry essentially offers two main solutions. Notice how both pathways we're looking at here aim at the exact same central target, the fibroblast cell. But they walk through entirely different biological doors. On one side, we have topical signal peptides. These are applied from the outside as serums or creams, and they send a direct chemical alarm to switch your collagen genes on. It's basically a blueprint for repair. On the flip side, we have oral collagen peptides, taken from the inside. This route delivers the raw building blocks, plus a metabolic nudge to encourage those cells to divide. Let's break down exactly how each of these pathways functions on a molecular level.
Let's start with the topicals. Now, when your skin gets damaged naturally, collagen caps are clipped off into tiny 5-amino acid fragments like KTTKS. These fragments are called matrikines. Your fibroblasts read these matrikines as a literal damage alarm, so they drastically turn up collagen production to fix the issue. Topical peptides, like Matrixyl for example, are synthetic matrikines designed to mimic this exact alarm system. But there's a major biological hurdle here, and it's governed by the 500 Dalton rule. You see, bare peptides like KTTKS are water-loving, but the outer barrier of your skin is oily. It's specifically designed to keep things out. To solve this, formulators attach a 16-carbon fatty tail, known as a palmitoyl group. This transforms it into palmitoyl pentapeptide 4. That's actually why you see that exact name on your serum labels. Adding that tail allows the chemical signal to successfully slip right through the lipid barrier and reach the dermis.
Moving over to the oral route. Honestly, simply drinking whole collagen does almost nothing. It's a massive protein, and your gut will just shred it into useless pieces. For it to actually work, the collagen must be hydrolyzed. That means it's pre-broken into tiny chains that can survive digestion and make it into your blood. The clinical science points to two absolutely crucial dipeptides here, ProHype and HypeGly. ProHype reaches the dermis, attracts those fibroblasts, and pushes them to divide and produce hyaluronic acid. HypeGly, on the other hand, survives digestion completely intact to act as a gentle chemical messenger inside your bloodstream. The really key takeaway here is that oral collagen isn't just a pile of bricks waiting to be assembled. These specific small dipeptides are actually acting as highly bioactive messengers.
Beyond the headlines.
Into the research. Peptide-proof.
When we look at the clinical evidence for this oral route, two clear rules emerge. The first is the 8 to 12 week rule. Clinical trials by Prox and Azarin show that taking oral collagen for 8 to 12 weeks significantly increases skin elasticity and hydration, all while actively decreasing collagen fragmentation. The second rule is the low molecular weight advantage. A 2018 study by Kim demonstrated that a remarkably small dose, we're talking just 1,000 milligrams or 1 single gram of low molecular weight peptide, vastly improved hydration and wrinkles when compared to a placebo. So what does this tell us? It proves that taking massive, trendy 10-gram scoops matters way less than the molecular weight, the dipeptide concentration, and your daily consistency. It's really about building a daily habit, not taking a megadose. And that brings us to the ultimate showdown, and really, the study you need to pay attention to. The 2019 Maya Campos head-to-head trial. They split 60 women into groups, testing topical peptides directly against oral collagen. And the results perfectly outline how these products work in reality. At the 28-day mark, the topical group saw a rapid, significant jump in surface water content and outer elasticity. But looking at 90 days, the oral group demonstrated a much stronger effect on deep dermal density, which is measured as echogenicity, alongside a measurable reduction in pore size. The authors concluded with a vital statement. Oral and topical act through entirely different mechanisms and are completely complementary. They aren't rivals at all. When used together, they provide total collagen network support.
So if we step back and look at a direct diagnostic comparison, the breakdown is very clear. Topicals offer speed. They work fast, showing measurable changes in about 4 weeks, but they mainly target the surface and outer dermis using a direct chemical gene signal. Orals are the slower route. They require that 8 to 12-week runway, but they target the deep collagen network by providing those raw materials and a cell division nudge. However, you really need to notice the bottom row here. Both of these are maintenance protocols. If you stop applying your topical serum, the effects are going to fade quickly. If you stop your oral supplement, the gains will also fade slowly over the following weeks. Neither one is a permanent cure. They both absolutely require an ongoing routine.
Okay, before we get to the final protocol, we do need a quick reality check regarding a few industry secrets.
First, be aware of funding bias. Most oral collagen trials are funded by the suppliers themselves. Now, while the data is consistent across different labs, you should always read it knowing that financial incentive exists. Second, it's a bit of a regulatory Wild West out there. Supplements and serums just aren't tested like prescription drugs. One brand's powder might be packed with ProHab, while another is quite literally just cheap filler. Third, as we covered, consistency completely beats dose. A steady 2.5-gram daily rhythm is always going to beat a 10-gram dose taken sporadically. And finally, there are no magic bullets here. If your skin barrier is heavily damaged, serums won't penetrate. If your diet lacks protein, oral collagen synthesis will just stall out. You have to start with a healthy baseline.
Which leads us to the optimized protocol for actually combining these complementary methods. Step 1. Morning and night, apply a signal peptide serum, something like Matrixyl or a copper peptide like GHK-Cu, to clean, damp skin. Let it absorb, and then seal it in with a moisturizer. Step 2 is daily maintenance. Take 2.5 to 5 grams of hydrolyzed collagen that's rich in ProHype and HypeGly, and commit to it for a minimum of 12 weeks. Step 3, the vital cofactor. You need to add vitamin C, both topically and in your diet. Biologically, your body requires vitamin C to assemble those new collagen strands. Without it, the whole process just stalls. So before you buy another trendy skincare product, ask yourself, are you actually giving your cells the blueprints and the bricks they need to rebuild, or are you just moisturizing the surface? That's all for this explainer. Comment Peptide and I'll send you the full peptide skincare report. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.